Hey, my turn. Gusky, peaches, Gusky! G'day you mob, how's it going? Welcome to this episode of Pete versus Plants. I am Pete, this is Peaches, and the plants are on the ground here, and I'm about to give you an update. Update number 1. A few months ago, you would have seen me chop up my Monstera Constellation. All right, here we go. Oh my God. Okay, come out of the bag. Sweet. We sold the tip of that. And I also have my Monstera mint here, and I thought I would give you an update on how they went. So what's happened since, and you may be able to see that there is quite a few growth points here. Now, originally, I thought I'd screwed up the very end cutting here because I had divided the, what would you say, the stem of the plant into 4 different plants, I believe. Yeah, I think I'd cut it up. Peaches, what are you doing? Can you get off the table, mate? What you doing? You wanted to play? Here we go, here we go. One more. Let's do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get a goal. All right, here you go. You're gonna do it? Touch it, Peach. 1, 2, 3. Oh, too high. It's a close one. It was a close one. Can you hop off the table? Hop, here. Come back here. Here, you want the ball? There you go. Good job. Don't choke on it. Okay, anyway, so we chopped the plant up into, I believe, 1, 2, 3, maybe it's 3. Yeah, it's 3 different plants here. So I severed it in 2 different places. Initially, I had thought that I screwed up this front cutting because nothing was growing out. I felt like I'd missed the axillary bud, but it turns out that there was one in there. It was just slow out of the gates. So this one's taking off. The next one back has shot out this stunning leaf. Look at that. It's like 3/4 yellow, so I have a feeling this one's going to brown off. And then the next one back, the main plant, the rest of the plant, shot out this leaf. And interestingly, the other nodes further down, they did sort of activate. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see down there, but there are a few of these smaller nodes that have activated, probably 1, 2, there's at least 3, but they started and then stopped. Are you gonna go get that? Go on, off you go. Psst. Get out of here. Out of here, Peach. But one of them kept going. So this plant at the bottom seems to have 2 different growth points that have sustained themselves and are still going. So yeah, this is the Thai Constellation bush as it currently stands. There are 4 growth points on this thing that are still going off and 3 separated plants. I think I probably will end up dividing this up and selling at least 2 of the plants here because they're well established, they're growing well, and they're probably not going to grow too fast for too long if I leave them all in this pot together, but we might save that for another video. But there you go. I think it is a very effective process to sort of chop your plant up. If you have a long stem after you've propagated the tip off a plant and you can see that you have aerial roots that have come off, they've gone into the soil and they've established themselves, I would recommend chopping the plant up if you're wanting to get multiple plants out of it sooner. Because yeah, it's been several months and we now have at least 3 really well established plants, and I probably could chop this base up into at least another 2 plants with this one here, and where's the other one? And this one here. But yeah, this is a really nice Thai. It's really, really highly variegated, but not quite a creme brulee. So yeah, good mother plant. That's what she's up to. Okay, so now the platinum mint. I propagated this plant to sell, it would have been the tip cutting, which went for $1,500. That blew my mind. And then I sold, I traded 2 of the mid cuttings that I had for a really large elbow, my largest elbow in the collection. So yeah, this one has gone well. We didn't divide the base of this one up, but despite that, I believe we do have multiple growth points. It'll be interesting to see if they keep going. But we have a small one down here that, it kept going. It was sort of activated, but it stopped, and it's kept growing here. That's the newest leaf that's sort of hardening off. We have one side of the plant that shot out this leaf, which you can see has hardened off. And it's interesting, the variegation doesn't seem anywhere near as bright as it was when the leaves were really big. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens as this guy sizes up again. And then lastly, we have this leaf here, which is currently hardening off, and you will be able to hopefully see a bit of that platinum mint variegation there. But yeah, this is one of my favorite plants, absolutely stunning. And it had so many different points all around the plant. I think every single one of these axillary buds that were left on the plant down here did activate, but within a month or so of chopping the tip off it, those activated axillary buds stopped and the main ones sort of just kept going. But yeah, hopefully we can keep going with these 3. I could chop this up further, but at the moment I'm just gonna sort of let it do its thing. It'll have at least 2. You can see it's sort of divided the plant here. That was where it was originally growing from out the front here, and I chopped that off. I think it was about 3 nodes or so, and the leaves were huge, at least compared to what they were here, or what they are here. But yeah, so hopefully that update's helpful for you guys if you are propagating your Monstera deliciosa, whether it's variegated or not. Then these are 2 different ways of kind of dealing with the plant after you've propagated it. You can just leave it as is, or you can further chop up the stem and end up with a bushier plant like this that you can grow out, take more cuttings from. You can do whatever you want. You can leave it as a bush if you want. But yeah, thanks so much for joining me and the beast. And ow, and I'll see you next time.